Finally time to start covering the Constructicons. This is Studio Series 86 Scrapple. I'm gonna go ahead, start with accessories, because he comes with technically three accessories. I'll say technically three. So, okay. First of all, he comes with his regular Blaster, which is a pretty nice mold. I like it. All of the Constructicons have a unique Blaster mold, so that's neat. And then he comes with these two pieces that combine into Devastator's Blaster. I don't know why this was packed with Scrapple instead of being packed in the Commander 2-pack. I guess just to make him more worth the Voyager price point. It's neat. I don't like the way it looks with Scrapple, even if you split it and use them as individual blasters. I don't like the way it looks. But yeah, in terms of accessories, that's it. And I think it's neat. It's enough. So as I already said, he is Voyager price point. And as you'll see when I do scale, he doesn't really look it. That is because since he becomes Devastator's foot, he has a ankle tilt in him. And so according to the Hasbro designers, that makes the extra $10 between Deluxe and Voyager. They also clearly did a bit more paint application here. Like in his legs. His legs are completely painted silver all the way around, which is pretty, pretty nice looking. I don't know why the leg wasn't fully snapped in. There we go, yeah, so yeah, he's got some good paint. His head sculpt has got some good paint on it, but this is a hard sell as a Voyager, unless you already like the Constructicons. Mixmaster will probably be the same, but I like Mixmaster, so I'm going to be much more positive about him being $35. Overall, in terms of detailing, he looks great. He's got some cool molding detail. He has a bit of a backpack, but I don't mind it. He's got cool detailing on him because he is a construction vehicle. He has pinned wheels, and they're also all painted with silver rims, which is nice. Again, he's got painted chest with the printed Decepticon logo. Head sculpt, I think, looks pretty good. It is on a ball joint, by the way. I'm going to move this backpack out of the way so I can show that. It's on a ball joint, and he can look up and down just a little bit. Not really. It keeps also... On my copy, it untabs from the chest a lot, but that's maybe just mine. Don't know. He looks good. He looks fine, but honestly, nothing a Deluxe couldn't be. Articulation-wise, he's standard, minus that he does not have waist or wrists. So again, I already showed head. His arms go out. They go up a little bit, too. They can circle around. They have butterfly joints in them, which is nice. He has biceps. He has elbows up to 90 degrees. That also go backwards 90 degrees for transformation. Wrists, or lacking wrists. His hands do fold in like that for transformation. Can't really use that for posing. So, you know. Again, no waist. He just has that ankle tilt in him. So, I mean, if you want to use that for posing, I guess you can. I wouldn't, though. Yeah. So then legs can go out that much. They can go forward that much. They can go back that much. At the knees, he has just a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit over 90 degrees. And then he has, I think, 90 degrees, a little over 90 degrees on ankle tilt. So again, in terms of articulation, he's a little under standard. I guess maybe he's technically standard because he does have just as many joints as standard because of his butterflies. For scale, I have 86 Bone Crusher. Then I have the Wolf of Cybertron Trilogy Soundwave. This is Legacy United Soundwave. And then I have Age of the Primes Megatronus. So again, in terms of size, he's not a Voyager, he's a Deluxe. Actually, Bone Crusher is a little bit taller than him. Don't know how well that'll come across on screen, but yeah, Bone Crusher is a little bit taller than Scrapple. So his transformation into his front end lower mode is pretty simple. So I'm going to start just by pulling that back, then unfolding his chest, folding his head up, putting his chest back into place, then fold up his hands, bend his elbows backwards. Or no. Yes. Yes. Okay. Then, use the butterflies to tab his arms in, and then make sure that this wrist tab tabs into the chest. There we go. Then, okay. Then you can bring the scoop forward. It just goes down. This little green piece, you can do whatever you want with it. I'm gonna fold it down there. Then you want to spin this cab around. Then tab his legs together. Pull his feet forward. Tap his feet up. Oh. Man. There we go. Fold those up. Those will kind of soft tab in, and then the feet will go up. And then that is Scrapple in his vehicle mode. So in vehicle mode, he looks fine. Kind of just a big green brick. I would have liked a Decepticon logo somewhere in his scoop, maybe down on the bottom. But he looks fine. There's no Decepticon logo in this mode. He does roll pretty well, but it just looks okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this shade of green, and without the Decepticon logo, this just looks lacking. And for a Voyager price point, this is fairly disappointing. But I think he's alright. It's decent Scrapple. I'm just disappointed in the Voyager price point. He does have one more mode, which I'll show, and that is his foot mode for Devastator. So there's not a whole lot you gotta do for this, but I'm gonna show it anyway. So first thing you wanna do is you want to pull the scoop up, and then you want to take this green piece, actually, hold on. Fold the scoop up, fold it down, and it'll get the green piece out. Push that down a little bit, and it'll click under the scoop where his head normally goes. And then fold the scoop up, make sure that stays. That's for stability to keep the scoop from, like, pulling. Then untab his arms, flip them around, re-tab them. There we go. And then I'll show this when I do the Commander 2-pack review, but you can keep, if you want additional stability, you can keep his hands unfolded and they act a little bit like heels, but I also don't really think you need to. Then again, I don't have Mixmaster, so I don't know whether that works or not. Then you want to pull his legs back, rotate the cab, and put place, and there it is. That's foot mode. It's just a foot. I mean, it looks good, honestly. It looks like a good Devastator foot. It looks how it should. I'm honestly surprised by how cartoon accurate this is. But, yeah, it's simple. There is obviously some steps to actually connecting it to Devastator. I'm not going to show that now. I'll show that with the 2-pack whenever I get around doing that, hopefully in like 3 weeks. Again, like I said on the Silverbolt video, comment on this video whether or not you want me to do that 2-pack in one video or do it in 2 videos. And that's it for this video. Go to my TikTok, as always. I wrote it up there for a reason. Yeah, there was nothing else to really talk about. He's a simple figure. I wish there was more to him than there is. Not worth the Voyager price point. Devastator looks cool so far, though, so that's a good thing, I guess.